Hello and welcome, and today I'm going to be doing the top legends for beginner players. And now, if you would like to sub and get some more guides, some more gameplays, please be my guest. And I'm going to try and get this video to a maximum of 15 minutes. I'm going to try and keep it short, 1 or 2 sentences for every character, and I'm going to kind of slap them all in. And this is going to be based on, the character's difficulty, but how good they are on higher ranks, and how much skill you can develop with them. It's based on all the factors, and all these characters are going to become good up to high ranks. And well, let's get straight into it, and I'll talk 1 or 2 sentences about every character. So welcome, and we're going to try and get this short and sweet. I'll explain all the characters. We'll just go A to, it's not even in alphabetical order, but we'll just go. Ada is A, just because she's got spear. Spear's nice, easy weapon to learn, and blasters, but it's hard. But she's got consistent spacing. You keep far away from your opponent. Her weapons do the same thing. I was just going into C because Lance and Scythe are hard and they're weird weapons together. Azuri and B because sword and guitars are good, but I think guitars are a bit too hard and they're not really good enough right now to be warranted. And at low ranks, on everyone's sig spamming, she doesn't really have the same capabilities. As of C, only because bow and axe don't really pair well together. So in high levels, he's not the best character, so you don't want to main him forever. Whereas B, strong legend, but axe and guns are both do very different things. You'll notice that the good legends have weapons that do similar things, so you learn them at a good rate, and good sigs and easy, kill confirms and stuff like that. Good combos to learn, easy to learn. Brawlhalla S, probably good, but up there, top character, star of the game right here. It's only because he has hammer and sword, 2 weapons that do different enough things, but similar enough things to work. He's got kill confirms, really good sigs, and perfect middle ground stats. You can kind of branch off from everyone from Brawlhalla. Bryn is going in S. Again, it's kind of the same thing as Brawlhalla. She's got spear and axe, which is just kind of a bit bigger weapons, but she's got kill confirm, she's got really good sigs, good stats, just perfect. Caspian is D, super hard to learn, not worth it. Very close range weapons. So I guess his weapons do the same thing, so he could be in C, but it's just that he's not good the higher you get, and you'll find moving off Caspian will be a very hard thing. If you've been playing Caspian a lot, moving off Caspian will be very difficult. Cassidy is B. I think Cassidy's just B because she's not the strongest. She's got 4 defense. You want the defense as a new player. And this isn't necessarily on how hard they are, but it's how their skills transfer to other weapons and characters, how they work together. Diana A, she's got bow and guns, very long range. She's got the same thing, very long range weapons. Her sigs are not long range, but her sigs complement her kit, and she's got well-rounded stats. So that's kind of all you can ask for. Dusk is going to go in B as well, just because Dusk is he's a fun legend to learn. I feel like you can go from a lot of Dusk. He's very quirky, and he'll keep you entertained for a while. And but C, again, katars are all going to be low because they're a hard weapon, and you'll get in bad habits with katars in gold or silver, and then when you get to diamond, your stuff won't work, or get higher ranks, your stuff won't work. Bait is worth it character to learn, very hard, very difficult, but very good stats, very good sigs, a very worthwhile character to stay on and learn. And just because your character's down here doesn't mean they're bad. It means that if you're a new player, maybe I'm going to go from copper is the lowest rank, I think, to gold. I think there's where I would consider you a newer player. When you're in plat, you kind of know how to play the game, that's your sig spamming and stuff like that. I can get Nash C because he struggles in higher levels. Hattori S, above Bryn but below Brawlhalla. These two joint. Hattori, a very good character to learn, really crazy sigs. Her weapons are just perfect middle ground, high speed, very fun, keep you entertained. Isaiah C because cannon blasts are super difficult and he doesn't get a reward from it. He's not good enough to warrant being that hard to learn. All the greatsword characters I grab and put in A because a greatsword character is very you have to stay on. If you're a greatsword main, you can't branch out to other weapons as well, switch it up. If you're a greatsword main, you're going to be insane on greatsword, scary on greatsword, but on other weapons you might struggle a bit because it's a very different weapon. But that's it for kind of no, he's staying in A. Brawlhalla, low defense, very good character. Maybe for new players, Brawlhalla's really good, but she's hard because of the low defense. You're going to get bodied a lot. Jiro, my personal favorite, he's going to go in D. He's not worth learning as a new character if you want to be really good, want to climb those ranks. You'll find that you might put in the same hours as your friends and be lower rank because they want easier characters. But Jiro, honestly, he's a fun character, but he's not worth learning. Kaya is going in A. Really easy to understand sigs, big coverage, bow and spear work really well together. Her weapons kind of do the same thing, long range spacing. Koji S, along with these two. A lot of them, most of these characters will have sword or spear, or probably both for Tori. But bow and sword, amazing, good, well-rounded stats if you use the stance that takes away from Dex. Very good at high levels, very, very strong character. Core. B. Gaunts are hard. Gaunts are very hard. Linfei's D, just because she's not good enough to warrant learning cannon and katars, and she's got the low def again and low attack. Core I put here just because he's a very strong, he's an upper, he's a very strong legend, but I like learning, you'll crutch on him a lot. Like his sigs are very like, especially the down tick on gaunts, and his sigs aren't usable at low ranks. You use more sigs at low ranks because you have less movement and like dodge skills. And Vrax D, 1 because I hate him, 2 because he's very boring after a while, and he's just not, lance and guns just don't, they work well together, but they don't just it's not worth learning Vrax when you can learn so many other characters. Like you can learn Scarlet on the lance or Olgrim, all these characters are just better. Lucian struggles again because the low damage. Tars is hard for new characters. Definitely see, he's a very, very strong legend. At one point I would consider Lucian one of the best legends of the game, maybe years ago. Magyar too slow, so he's down in C, and he's got great sword and hammer. You kind of start to maybe crutch on heavy weapons and easy kill options. All these characters are characters that kind of bring out your fundamentals a lot, like Koji, Hattori, Bodvar. You can spam sigs with them, they're very good sigs. It brings out your fundamentals with sword and true combos and your strings and your neutral game, and it will kind of lead you to being a better player in the long term. Mako is high just because she's good. With Katars and Greatsword, again, heavy weapon, light weapon, long range, mid range. Mako's very hard, but if you want like a cool clip character, Mako's definitely up there with one of the best characters for clipping in this game. They are like just really cool weapons. Barrage B, Scythe's really hard. So if you're a new player and you don't play much of the game, Scythe is a very hard weapon, along with Greatsword and Katars. These weapons are like, and Cannon. I think I might be missing a weapon here. They're the hardest kind of sort of weapons. It takes a lot more time, no true combos, and in mid-level you'll find yourself getting dominated by weapons like axe and sword and spear. When you get higher up, that experience on Scythe will make moving to other weapons easier. Spear, good fundamental, consistent weapon. Mordex A, top of A, because Mordex is always going to be really, really strong, and he's the legend that like, so many people gravitate to. I think he's still the most played. He's won majors, everyone knows he's strong legend. He will stay strong. He has 2 string weapons, but amazing sigs and amazing stats that just work. He's a very like a synergy-based character. And if you're good on your skills you learn on Gaunts will translate to Scythe because of reading, and it just comes to like a good to come to be a good character. Nyx is down in B. So by the way, some of these are ordered. Maybe the top of the tiers are ordered, or characters I've said, oh, I'm moving to the top, but this won't be fully ordered because I'm trying to get a quicker video. Nyx has Scythe and blasters, which don't work too well together, not the best synergy. At high levels, he does struggle against some weapons in some matchups. You can't really one-trick him, but he's a very fun legend with very good sigs. So, and very good stats. Onyx A, Cannon Gaunts are very difficult, but she's got very good sigs, very good at high level. If you learn this character well, you can kind of be a bit of a tank, and the strings on this character are good. But I recommend you, first of all, for any of this, look up a character guide and the weapons, so like a sword guide, hammer guide. I have a guide on every weapon on my channel if you just type guide and then my name, but a self-plug. Orion, you're going to crutch on all the sig spammers play Orion, but he struggles at high levels with lance and spear, and his stats are a bit, don't really work with his weapon too well. Like the low damage, you want the high damage on spear and lance. But you don't want to crutch on his sigs because they're really easy to just mash and spam. A lot of Orion spam, so I wouldn't do that. Butcher's going into B as well. A lot of people in B because it's average. Hard to learn, hard to master. Good, really good sigs. Really cool character. You'll keep you on for ages. High skill. They're going to high skill ceiling, but they're hard. I recommend the guides. Queen D, only because Queen Knight at a high level struggles so hard. She has 3 speed base, which means a 4 speed max, and that is just not good at all. You want speed on a character, and some characters like Magyar like make up for it by having 10 def, and she's got high def and high damage, but like low dex, so you can't get sentry combos. Katars need dex, spear needs dex. But her sigs are very easy to crutch on, so I'm talking about if you're a new player trying to get better at the game, not good on Nye. Other hand, Ragnar, B, good, 2 solid weapons, do different things, easy to learn, decent SIGs. Rayman, same position, they both have axe and a string weapon, good SIGs, easy to learn. But Reno, I haven't played much for him, but I'll just go B just because he's got blasters and orb, which are both very hard weapons to learn, but he's decent. Scarlet, S, high tier legend, very, very, very good. Hammer's so strong, Lance is so strong, high damage, amazing SIGs, complements her well, very good character to learn. Same with Sentinel, a lot of the Hammer will be up here because Hammer's a good weapon to learn. Hammer, guitar, string weapon, Hammer, good SIGs, underplayed, very good legend to learn on top of that. Very good for your Sentinel's gonna go down here. He's good, but he's not as good as Sky, not on the same level as all these characters to learn at the beginning. If you start on these characters, you'll stay good, you'll have good fundamentals. Sidra, B, got sword, which is good start. Got cannon, and got kind of mid SIGs with good stats. Actually, A, is just the sword as well. Roland, B, just because of the low speed. He's good at high defense, and he's a very good character, but Roland is just not good for... He's very good for new people, but when you get further into the game, you might get a bit bored. If you want some Roland gameplay, shout out to my friend Rex. It doesn't really make videos anymore, but he's a level 100 Roland. Don't know how he did that. Terrace, S. Terrace is good at all ranks. Terrace has 2 heavy weapons. Terrace has good SIGs, high damage, easy to crutch on all of his stuff, but it still works up to high levels even. But easy. Your weapons kind of do the same thing. Big swings, you know. Want a high damage hit, so you don't need the strings and stuff. You can focus on your neutral more, but slow is no problem. Batch is B. He's got sword and blasters, good, but very. You just find yourself with the low def. You find yourself dying early, and the mixed with like blasters against some weapons, you might struggle. But very, very strong legend still with his SIGs and stuff. Thor, a very underplayed legend. Thor is very underplayed for how good he is. He's got Hammer and Orb, which are 2 weapons that complement each other. Orb, a string weapon, Hammer, like a bit of a hybrid heavy weapon. Both can kill, good SIGs, some cool tech, very good legend at like high levels of ranked. Olgrim, we're going to put in a nice little B tier. And that's just because Olgrim is a very strong legend, but once you start playing Olgrim, it's very hard to get off heavy weapons, hard to get off lance, hard to get off axe. You can't really move to other characters, and that's what you want to see from these characters up here. So you can main them for a while and then switch. But Olgi's a strong legend, but just doesn't have the same. You know, you could play Scarlet and then you get Hammer to the axe, and Hammer's got some. It's a bit of a hybrid weapon, a heavy and light, so you can move over weapons more without it being such a drastic change. Val is going to be up here. S tier is ordered, by the way. Yeah. Up here. These are kind of the... Wait, let me just check I'm not missing anyone. Yep. These are the top 4 legends to learn. Top 4 legends down. All fun, all good. All have sword, which is the like baseline weapon in this game. I feel like sword's always going to be like a good weapon. Not going to be bad, not going to be amazing, just good. And then they've got Hammer, Spear, and Bow, which are also very good weapons to learn. And Gaunts, you can switch from any of these characters. All have strong SIGs, all have good stats. These are the kind of 4 icons of being a new player. I started on Mordex originally. I played all the characters, but I started on Mordex. I never could settle down with a main, and now I've kind of just mained Scythe as a weapon. Vector, B. Weird SIGs. Useless SIG hit on Lance, and weird mix of weapons. Volkov, Scythe Axe is weird, bad stats. But he's pretty good. Wushang is going up at A. Wushang is going S as well, but kind of maybe here, not kind of part of the top 4, but he's really good. Spear and Gaunts, good, work well together, good SIGs, fun character. Zol, B, your crutch on that 10 damage and the heavy hits from his SIGs and his weapons will just kind of, it'll come a hindrance in the future. Yumiko, A, got Hammer and Bow, 2 very good weapons, work very well together, cool SIGs, but the thing is her SIGs are very different to other characters, especially on Bow when you shoot and you teleport to where your SIG, like where your SIG is going, and with her down SIGs on both weapons, they linger a bit and you combo off it. It's very different to any other character, that's why she's not kind of an ass. Sariel, low speed, would be such a good character if they had high speed, but 2 good weapons, doesn't really work the best together. It's decent, low speed, so it's not really the best, and her SIGs are really cool. across A, underrated character, long range weapon, short range weapon, works really well together, and is quite a mediocre legend. And very too average to put in A. Very, very mediocre legend. So we're putting him down here. And we've got Moonin, who we're gonna put in A, but just because they've got Scythe and Bow, two very good weapons. But you end up again crotching the 6 because they're like so good and easily spawnable. I'm just looking at this to make some final adjustments, and then I'll kind of put my final verdict down. I think this is all right. I think I've got them all right first time. Nah. Yeah, okay, these two moving up, and yeah, these are all, yeah, this works perfectly. So if you were really interested in starting, I pick an S tier legend. There's quite a few to choose from here, but these are all well-rounded legends in their own right, with not really specialities. Like Mordex is a more specialized legend towards string weapons, and like Diana and Ada to long-range gameplay. But these kind of have all of it, and you can switch off from sword. You can. From like sword and hammer, for example, you can switch off to like sentinel, and then you only have to earn one weapon, half a character. Becomes way easier, and that's kind of how you get your pool of characters. But if you want to main a character, all these characters in S are very strong up to a high level, especially these four. Those four at the top are very strong at all levels of gameplay. You're not going to feel like you're playing another player character. I think all these characters have won a major. I want to say, all these characters have won a major. Bodvar's won a few, I know that. Hattori's won a few, I know that. I'm not sure about Koji, I'm not sure about Val, but I'm pretty sure they have. And yeah, that's kind of it. If you enjoyed, if you're a new player, look up all my guides, look up all my gameplay. I like making guides and stuff for new players. But other than that, I would like to see you in the comment section telling me if you want to tell us anything else. Tell me if you want guides or gameplays or anything else. And tell me what you think I got wrong, especially if you're an experienced player. What did I get wrong here? What character is very slept on? And if you ask me in the comments, is this character good or why shouldn't I main them? I normally get back to comments after a while. But yeah, that's it. I did keep it just 20-minute long video, but it's fine. 17, 18, it's fine. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope this helps some if you're a new player. And if you're a new player, hope you're loving Brawl. Hope you're gonna carry on playing it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.